Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today is December 9th, 2024. I'm out here at the park. It's a nice day. Little chilly. Got my jacket on today. But I don't need no coat yet, so thank God for that. Um, just wanted to stop through, to encourage, some send some encouraging words to you all. I was just thinking about, some stuff when I was reading today. Um, I had came across this path in my book, and I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It was just talking about, so don't let any evil enemy whisper lies into your ear. Don't let him tell you that you are alone, that you're left to your own resources, or that God doesn't hear or care. Don't let your self doubt of God's presence and His goodness go away. Don't let yourself wonder if you'll make it through. And that right there just gave me some insight of, like, resiliency, like getting through different things in your life that you didn't feel like you can get through, and because things are going to come up all the time, and you're going to be faced with things, every day. So you have to find some type of resiliency to get through, and I encourage you all, to tap into that, and because if you look back, you've made it through some stuff. If you're old enough, for the young people, you might not have gone through as much, but you may have, and just tap into your strength, your inner strength, and I'm pretty sure you'll come up with ways to deal with it, to handle it. Um, God will show you ways to get through it. I mean, it's something that we'll all go through in life if you live long enough. So thank God for that. Um, think about moments you were pushed to your limits. What pushed you to your limit? What in your life has pushed you to your limit? And you made it through. I can think back a while back ago, when I was, searching, for some work, and there was nothing really out there for me. I'm just getting, just being released. Um, I filled out a lot of applications, and I was getting rejected left and right. And I remember my mom telling me, not to give up. She kept encouraging me. She kept pushing me to, want to, you know, um, uh, find work, and I wanted to give up, but how, how can I say that, I wanted to do better for my life and live better if I just gave up? And, I wasn't going to do that. So I'm so glad that she was there with me to, help me get through it. And it was a tough time in my life. But I had to stay resilient. I went into this company, Crafty C, and the thing about it is he wanted to talk to my mom. So my mom went in. He spoke to my mom, and he was like, what? I normally don't hire, people with a background, and he was like, well, since I met your mom is a beautiful person, and she says so many things about you, and I'm going to go ahead and take the chance, and I'm going to uh, give you this opportunity. And it was amazing. It was a start. It was something that I can, you know, um, uh, start with a foundation. Because everybody needs somewhere to start. Everybody needs somewhere to go sometimes. And then once you find that foundation, you can build from there. I just needed someone to offer me an opportunity, and and that happened. So throughout my life, I've been faced with different challenges that they kind of forced me to say, what, I can just walk away, or I can just fight this out. I can figure it out, find a way to try and figure it out, or I can just walk away. And sometimes walking away is not the best answer. Sometimes you got to face your problems, your fears head on. And when you're able to face problems and issues head on, you have opened up the strength that you never thought you had. You know, that strength was there, but you never knew it was there until you had to use it. You probably said, wow, you know, how did I get through this, or how did I deal with this? And it's all because of you having the strength already in you to say, you know what, I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to dust myself off. I'm not going to give up. This is not going to stop me. This is not going to hinder me. I'm going to push forward no matter what. And each issue, each problem gets you prepared for the next one. So once you have that established, you should be able to say to yourself, you know what? Okay, here's an issue. It may be a big issue. It may be a big problem. But you know what? I've gotten through so many things before this. God has given me the strength that I need to push forward, to push through, to be resilient. It's all about tapping into your resiliency. We all have it. So don't give up. If you're going through something with your child, if you're going through something with your job, if you're going through something with your family, you know, it may seem like a lot that's on your shoulders right now. You're doing it on your own. You know, we all need help. You know, we all need to reach out to someone. And if you don't have anyone to reach out to, you know what I'm saying, you need to get on your knees and you need to pray about it. Because God will see you through. God will guide you to where you need to go. He will bring people in your life to show you, I'm here. I got your back. You know, we're in this together. You're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. And also, like, for me, affirmations help so much. Like, I created a couple affirmations that I tell myself every day. I say, I trust in the Lord with all my heart, and my better days are ahead. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. My better days are ahead. That's what I remind myself every day. So when I'm feeling like, you know, what's going on, like, you know, if I feel like, you know, things are dragging and not showing up in my life the way I want them to, you know, I continue to go to, you know, to my affirmation. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. My better days are ahead. And telling yourself an affirmation every day, or even multiple times a day, the same sentence, the same phrase, you'll start to believe it. You'll start to believe it. You'll start to speak it whenever you feel like, you know, you're in a situation, you know, that you need some encouragement and no one else is there. You have to speak sometimes to yourself. Affirmations are amazing. Have you some? A lot of people, you know, write them down, you know, and put them up on their mirrors in the morning. You know, on a post-it note, stick it to your mirror. You know, make you a note. Put it on your alarm clock. You know, put it on your phone. You know, so that way, when the first thing you look over and you see your phone, you're going to see this affirmation. Affirmation. You know, whatever you feel like is going to encourage you for that day, for that week. You know, I'm telling you now, get you something that's going to encourage yourself, because you're not always going to have someone there for you. Sometimes you just need to create your own affirmations. And like I always say, you know, don't discount the small victories. You know, thank God for those small victories, because the bigger ones are coming. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. My better days are coming. And so when you feel like, you know, when you've got to that point where you're pushed to that limit. You're pushed to a place where you don't feel like you can make it, or you don't feel like you can get through it, or you can do it. Whatever you wrote down on that piece of paper, whether it's I can do all things through Christ, or the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Those are different things that you can put on a piece of paper and remind yourself that you're not in this alone. You have to remind yourself that, hey, I'm not in this alone. I can achieve this. Yeah, it might not be here, and to be honest, that's me a lot, man. It's just like you all know that I quit my job. I talk about it all the time. I quit my job back in May, and I'm still not working. I pray about it. I made it back home, after the difficult time that I had back in Omaha with passing of my mom, and now my aunt has passed away and moved on, transitioned, and it's just hard for me to. I don't know why. It's just been hard for me to find work, but God has provided. God has covered me every step of the way, and I'm staying resilient. I'm not giving up, but there are days that I get up and I'm like, you know what now? Like, I have to make this work. Like, God, please show me something. Give me something. I need your help. And I think it's okay. The word said, let us come boldly into the throne of grace. God, it's okay for us to come at him and let him know, hey, I need your help. Please help me out of this. And I know, my faith, I'm standing on faith. And it's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to be his time. And his time is going to be perfect. So I'm just encouraging everybody, to create you some affirmations. Continue to encourage yourself and continue trusting in God. I love you all. Thanks for watching my page. Subscribe and share. And until next time, have an awesome, blessed week. Love you.